If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible real-life stories that leave you thinking long after the video ends. Now let's dive into today's story. I found out my sister Freya was getting married from a relative, not from her, not from my parents, from a cousin who casually asked, "So when are you coming for the wedding?" I froze. What wedding? He looked confused. "Your sister Freya's wedding next month." I laughed awkwardly, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. That evening I called my mom. "Is there something you want to tell me?" I asked calmly. A pause. Then, "Oh yes, your sister Freya's wedding is next month." "Oh," I said. "When were you planning to tell me?" Another pause. "Longer this time. We thought you were busy," she replied. Carefully, "Busy enough to not know my own sister Freya is getting married." Silence. Then my dad's voice came on the phone, firm, controlled. "Listen. We didn't want drama. Your sister Freya specifically said she doesn't want any negativity at her wedding." I blinked. "Negativity? She feels uncomfortable around you," he continued. "You always make her feel judged." I didn't interrupt. I let him finish. "So we decided it's better. If you don't come, it will keep things peaceful." Peaceful? They were disinviting me from my own sister Freya's wedding to keep things peaceful. I didn't argue. I didn't defend myself. I didn't ask what I had done wrong, because I already knew this pattern. Whenever my sister Freya felt insecure, I became the problem. Whenever she felt threatened, I became the reason, and my parents always chose the louder version of the story. "Okay," I said quietly. That surprised them. "You're okay with it?" My mom asked. "Yes," I replied. "I understand." They expected resistance, tears, anger, accusations. Instead, they got calm acceptance. After the call ended, I sat still for a long time. Not sad, not angry, clear. I realized something painful but freeing. I had been trying for years to be included in a family that only included me when it was convenient. I was invited when help was needed, excluded when comfort was preferred. So this time I decided not to fight for a seat at a table that didn't want me there. I turned off my phone, and quietly I made a decision that would change everything. They thought they were removing me from the wedding. They had no idea they were removing themselves from my life. The days after that call were strangely peaceful. No messages, no arguments, no emotional explanations, just silence. For the first time in years, I stopped trying to fix a narrative that was never mine to control. I didn't tell anyone I wasn't invited. I didn't complain to relatives. I didn't post anything online. I simply disappeared from the situation, as if the wedding didn't exist, and something unexpected happened. I felt lighter. I realized how much mental space my family had occupied for years, constantly wondering what they thought, how to avoid triggering my sister Freya's insecurities, how to keep peace by shrinking myself. Without that pressure, my mind became clear, so I poured that energy into myself. I worked longer hours, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. I started projects I had been delaying. I reconnected with old friends. I exercised. I read. I built routines that had nothing to do with proving anything to anyone. Meanwhile, updates about the wedding reached me indirectly. A cousin called, laughing. "Your sister Freya is losing her mind. She's fighting with everyone. The guest list keeps changing. Your parents are stressed." I listened quietly. Apparently the venue booking had issues. The caterer was changed twice, arguments over decorations, financial disagreements, tension everywhere. The peaceful wedding they wanted was turning into chaos, but I didn't comment. Another relative told me, "Your mom said she wishes you were here to help organize. You're always good at handling these things." I smiled faintly. Of course, when work was needed, I was useful. When emotions were involved, I was negative. I didn't step in, I didn't offer help. I didn't call. I let them experience what my absence actually meant. Weeks passed. The wedding day came and went. I spent that day hiking alone, phone off, no curiosity about pictures, no urge to check social media. I had already detached emotionally. The event no longer held any meaning for me. 3 days later, my phone exploded with messages, photos, videos, comments. I opened one message from a relative. It was a picture of the family table. My seat was empty. Not because I refused to come, because they had to explain to everyone why I wasn't there. And apparently that question came up a lot. Where is she? Why isn't she here? Did something happen? My parents had no good answer. They couldn't say we didn't invite her because our other daughter feels insecure around her. So they gave vague replies, changed topics, avoided eye contact. For the first time, they had to sit with the discomfort of their decision without me there to absorb it. A week later, my mom called. Her tone was softer than usual. "We missed you," she said. I didn't respond. Immediately, we realized something. She continued, "You've always been the one who keeps things stable without you." Everything felt off. I listened, no bitterness, no satisfaction, just clarity. My dad took the phone. Maybe we handled it wrong. Maybe that was all he could say. I didn't accuse, I didn't remind them of what they said. I simply replied, "I hope the wedding went well." Confused them. They expected emotion, reaction, some form of validation, that they were forgiven. But I wasn't playing that role anymore because during those weeks something had shifted inside me. I had stopped trying to earn a place in a family that only valued me when it was convenient. I had learned to value my own peace more than their approval, and they were starting to notice the difference. They thought excluding me would create peace. Instead, my absence exposed the imbalance they had been ignoring for years. A month after the wedding, I visited my parents, not because they asked, because I wanted closure. The house felt the same, but the energy didn't quiet or careful. My mom hugged me longer than usual. My dad avoided eye contact. At first we sat down, small talk, tea, silence. Then my dad said it. "People kept asking about you at the wedding." We didn't know what to say. I nodded. I figured. My mom's voice softened. "We didn't realize what your absence would feel like." That was the moment they finally felt what I had felt for years, being treated like optional. I didn't blame them. I didn't reopen the past. "I understand why you made the choice," I said calmly, "but I've made one too." They looked at me confused. "I won't fight to be included anymore. If I'm wanted, I'll come. If not, I won't ask." No anger, no tears, just clarity. They saw it. Then I wasn't hurt. I was done chasing, and that realization unsettled them more than any argument ever could. They thought removing me from the wedding would keep peace. They didn't know it would teach me how to live without needing their approval at all. We hope you will have fun with us. Enjoy watching. I am glad to see you on my channel if you like the content. Your support means a lot to me and motivates me to create new videos. Thanks for watching.